prosecution Google searches, and they should, because he's just a madman about these Google searches, Googling everything on earth.
Right.
But his search history before that night doesn't indicate anything about premeditation, in my view. In fact, it probably argues the other direction, because he's talking about divorce. He's saying, what states about divorce and things like that, which to me, if I'm his attorney, I'm arguing, look, that indicates a man who was planning on living a life without his wife, but her still alive, not a man who's planning on killing his wife. Because what do you care about divorce if you're going to kill her, right? So that's the only issue I think they could make of that.
The Google searches were fascinating to me. Yeah. Has this guy never watched an episode of CSI or anything like that? It's it's not, everybody knows your Google searches aren't private. He might have just said, "Dear ChatGPT, I just, knifed my wife here in the kitchen. What part of this house? Here's the layout of my house." It makes no sense to me. They were so specific.
There were so many of them. Yes. I agree with you. He is no true crime fan, right? He is not on YouTube watching true crime shows at all. He would have known, he would have had the answers to 3/4 of those stuff. But I was most shocked because when we first heard media reports, they had told us about 6 or 7. And then when we hear it in court, it's dozens of searches. And I agree with you. They were so specific. There was one that stood out to me where he says, it's something along the lines of best way to clean footprints. And I'm like, this man has gone into a state of paralysis. He can't even figure out something as rudimentary as just cleaning up your floor. You know what I mean? He's just, it's like he's lost all ability to think on his own.